Cancer, welcome into the channel. I hope you're doing well. If any of you caught the post that I posted yesterday, I did let you know that yesterday, very early morning, 3:30 in the morning, I was woken up and started channeling some messages for you. I did receive a flash in my dream from the time I was asleep before I woke up at 3:30 a.m. So I had in my dream, there was a vision. It was a shower. So it was a regular bathroom tub shower. You had your regular shower head, but over to the right side, there was another shower head. So you had one facing the front and then you had one on the side. And so the one on the front, it was dark, not extremely dark, but grayish, right? There wasn't a whole lot of light. On the right side, there was 3 rectangular windows above the shower head. Now, showers spiritually mean cleansing, spiritual baths, right? It's just a cleanse. And so the 3 windows that brought in light, I got a couple of different messages. One was 3 different things will come to light. And when I was channeling this, the moon was still in Virgo. So Virgo can put things under the microscope. Sometimes, somebody could be really honing in on you. Or you can reverse that. Maybe you were honing in on somebody else. You had somebody else under the microscope. You kind of feel that out as it resonates. I don't know who I'm, channeling for. But the 3 lights or windows that brought light in was, 3 things coming to light while being under the microscope or while you have something under the microscope. And it also, for some of you, it represented, because of it being in the shower, that either you are a Cancer dealing with a Pisces and a Scorpio, or you have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces all in your natal chart. And so you are currently working through those energies. So it was quite interesting. And again, I don't know if there's something you're looking closer at, or if maybe you feel like somebody's has you under the microscope. We'll kind of get into this. I don't know if this will play in, but that is what I was channeling. So a cleanse, you might need to cleanse something to get wisdom for these 3 things to come in. There was, 3 different things that would come to light, or it's 3 different people. I don't know. So let's get into this, all right? Let's see what area of life for Cancer, what do they need to know about this situation? Oh, and currently the moon is in Libra. So this is more of a balancing, and it's Libra has a tendency to put themselves on the back burner a little bit for other people. And I think coming into this energy now, while I'm doing this reading with, now moving out of Virgo into Libra, the channeling was during the Virgo, but now I'm doing the reading during Libra. And now it's, okay, what are these 3 things, or the people that are involved? Where do you need to find the balance, or where do you need to get honest with yourself? Where do you need to be fair? And where do you need to listen, right, closely? So there might be something that's being said. Okay, just side note. All right, so what does Cancer need to know right now? What area of life? Give me some more information on this. Ooh, yeah, this is your 12th house. This is your subconscious mind, right? This is your spirituality, right? Like I said, the shower represents spiritual cleansing. This can be secrets, hidden things. And like I said, this could be three things coming to light for you. So you could have something under the microscope and you're gaining wisdom. Okay. What else do we have? And always remember to take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. If you find nothing is resonating, please feel free to watch the other sign placements I have posted already for the what you need to know. Okay? Okay. Can we get more, please, for Cancer on this? Subconscious mind. What's coming to light? 3 things, 3 people. Truth and balance. Dang. Spiritual cleansing. Yeah, 50. You guys definitely need to cleanse yourself of people or situations. Okay, this is coming to light for you. You're gaining wisdom on it. Relief. Okay. This is going to give you relief when you finally decide to, and that's 12. Remember, your 12th house came out. So if you start, and I was saying also, being a good listener, because the moon is in Libra. So you really need to listen to your subconscious mind right now with what or who needs to be cleansed. Yeah. And so there's Sagittarius energy. There's the luck. So some of you, it's like you want to start to feel lucky again. Maybe you don't feel like you've been lucky. Card 47. Okay. Yes, definitely need to cleanse to bring relief. And it's gotten really dark all of a sudden. Yeah, some of you are really in the shadow side. Doesn't it feel suddenly really dark? Okay. Can we get more on this situation? Secrets coming to light there for you. Yeah, here's on the table. So a commitment. There's an offer, proposal. So there's something on the table. Ah, yes. There's the receipt showing proof. So there's something currently out in the open that's, there's a commitment, there's a proposal. There is something that is out in the open that's giving you the proof that you need. Oh, yeah. There's the plug. You're tuned there, and now we're getting light again. The whole background's light again. It's coming to light. This, whatever is on the table that maybe you didn't take a close look at. So you are getting more connected to your subconscious mind. You're starting to listen more to what you need to let go of, what is not being fair, the people you're connected to, in your commitments. Irreconcilable differences, yeah. So some of you, this could be, a commitment that needs to end. It's a marriage that needs to be over. It could just be any type of commitment to where you just find there's nothing here that feels fair or balanced anymore. So I wouldn't say it's marriage or commitments. Yes, it can be, but it can also just be somebody in your life or something in your life that was on the table. You don't want it anymore. You realize it's not doing anything for you. And I think you're going to get relief with your listening to your subconscious mind and realizing that what this is not for you. It's not something that's going to do anything for you. And you have to come to grips with releasing it. So you will then feel your relief again, the release of the relief, right? The relief after the release. And then you'll start to feel lucky again. 47 card. Okay. Tell me more about this final irreconcilable differences, divorce for Cancer. Queen of Pentacles, Sagittarius, Capricorn energy, just earth energy. Could be really representing any of the earth signs. But there's a Queen of Pentacles that is very much about their luxuries in life. It's the money, the tangibles. Ace of Cups. Yeah, that's some of you have a Queen of Pentacles that's trying to have a new beginning with you. And I think you're at a point to where you're realizing and listening to yourself and your subconscious mind that this is over. So somebody wants to they want to come back. They don't want something to be over. They want to try and have a new emotional beginning. They want to try and give to this, but it's irreconcilable, right? Either you're already divorced, or in your mind this is already over. You've already come to the conclusion, or you're coming to the conclusion, you're listening to yourself that this isn't going to work. The Knight of Cups. I think you realize this person is basically, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is not a bad person. It's somebody that's romantic. They're charming. They're offering, their love. However, it looks to be, the Knight of Cups is not the Queen or King of Cups. So it's still somebody who could be a little immature, maybe coming into just charm you into trying to have a new beginning. But it's like, why is this over though? My question is, what caused this to be final? Because you have somebody who's obviously trying to put on a show. They're trying to show themselves back up. They're trying to, be loving. But why is this over? There's no growth. There's Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like really your time with this person was limited. And you're waking up to this. You're like, this really wasn't going to go anywhere. Right? But, can we get one more? They could be, Knight of Pentacles. This was a slow connection, a slow relationship. It's been moving very slowly, and there's been no growth, right? So the Knight of Pentacles can usually mean a stable, solid, person, but they move very, very slowly. And in your mind, subconscious mind, you're like, this could have been many, many years. This could have been 7+ years with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This could have been 7 years you've been trying to work with this person on a relationship, on a marriage, and in 7 years there's been little to no growth. And to you, let's face it, 7 years is a long time. If you've spent 7 years trying to work with somebody to get something right, and you're not getting much growth out of that, they're not on your there's the Two of Cups. You're not matching, and actually it hit the ground on the reverse. Yeah, it came out on the ground in the reverse. It wasn't balanced. It wasn't matching. So I take it you, Cancer, you expected to see more results in the time that you were trying to work on this. And it's like this person's coming around a little too late, right? What they're coming to the table with. That should have come to the table 7 years ago, is kind of what I'm feeling. And now you're like, I don't have any emotion for this anymore. There's no balance. There's been no growth. And you're like, I see this. I'm listening to myself. They're just coming back in to charm the pants off me, charm the shirt off me, charming me for whatever reason. And maybe they had a habit of doing that. And now you're waking up to, okay, all right. We get into a little bit of a spat. Maybe we, separate a little bit. We don't talk for a short little bit. And then here they come, coming as the queen, whether it's masculine or feminine. You take that as it resonates. We all have masculine and feminine energy. But I feel you're like, here they come. They're showing up as the queen. Here's my cup. And I love you. And this is, look, I have good news. And, I'm here to share my life with you. I'm here to work on things with you. I'm basically solid in here. But this must have been a habit of short-lived, right? They only did all that when they were coming back to kind of get you to come back to the table. every time, right? To stay connected to you, to stay in tune, but you're seeing over time, the proof is in the pudding. This is just a cycle, it's a habit, and you're like, done. Okay, so let's I gotcha, I get it. After this might have been going well, like I said, it could have been over 7 years, right? Up to 7 years. And now we are in 2026, and last year was the year of the 9. It was time to let go of what no longer served you. It was time to kill off what wasn't going to work. And I think you're like, this has been long enough. All right. So what's going on with the and you need relief from it. That's where the relief comes in. And now it's like, okay, you got to deal with this. You got to kind of say, okay, look, I appreciate you trying to come back, but this isn't going to work. All right, so tell me about the lucky. Let's go on to this. Green, that's very much heart chakra. So we have justice in the reverse. The moon. Queen of Swords. So, real quick, the lucky card. Let me pull this real quick. Oh, dang, there's a card that didn't come out. I've been shuffling this deck without a card that was hot. Wait a minute. What the heck? 2 of them. Knowledge and divine masculine. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this must have been meant for you. So I could be very well talking to a divine masculine, so who's gaining the knowledge about this situation, like I was just saying. Okay, I was called to pull the book to go into the lucky for more reasons. But anyway, so with the Queen of Swords and Justice in reverse in the moon, this is you. You're feeling lucky because now you're like, I have the knowledge of this situation with this Queen of Pentacles, right? It's not fair. I haven't been honest with myself. This whole relationship has been an illusion, and now you're going to start to feel lucky because you're waking up to this, right? The truth, right? The moon is about secrets coming out. 12th house, secrets, subconscious minds, spirituality. You're waking up to your intuition, the Akashic records, which is your subconscious mind. Okay, so I have a divine masculine that is waking up to their intuition about the situation. Queen of Swords, sharp mind. You're getting the truth about this. You're listening to your mind about how this is not balanced. It's not fair. Could have been dealing with a Libra. Don't have to. Pisces. There's Pisces. Remember, I had said the 3 things coming to light. So wait a minute. 3 things coming to light. Oh, your subconscious, your spirituality, and the secrets and hidden things. Those are the 3 things with the 3 rectangular windows. Gaining the wisdom, the knowledge. Those are the 3 things you're waking up to. And in spiritual cleansing, in the shower. Okay? All right. So let me go back to what I was originally going to do. Was going to look up Lucky 47 real quick. Everything happens for a reason. I've been doing other readings. I didn't even have those 2 cards out. I guess they weren't meant for anybody else. They were meant for you. Well, they'll be back in the deck for the rest of the readings, that's for sure. Okay, lucky. You got the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold at this time. Enjoy this winning streak you are on. Meditate on this when you need an extra boost of being in the right place at the right time kind of energy. So you're feeling lucky, you're on a lucky streak, and that's just simply because you're waking up to your own spiritual self. You're waking up and listening to your subconscious mind about patterns, people. When they come in, and I'm here, I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I'm here to give to you. I love you. Here's my cup. You're realizing the difference between if somebody's being genuine with you or if it's just a habit. They're just coming in to keep you where they want to keep you. But you're on a lucky streak because if you listen to your subconscious mind, you're waking up to your spirituality. That's when you're going to know all the secrets and the hidden truth. This is why I keep saying spirituality is the new sexy. That's why I keep saying that. Oh my goodness. Cancer. You are intuitive anyway, but I always say, when you are in connections where they do fool you, charm the pants off of you, just to keep you connected to them, right? For their own reasons. Okay? Because don't forget, the Queen of Pentacles likes the luxuries of life. So they may have enjoyed the money you provided. They may have enjoyed the love you gave them, the security, right? Queen of Pentacles is all about the giving and being generous, hardworking, being well-rounded, somebody who's in business. They probably enjoyed all this about you, but there was still something missing there between you two. And you felt maybe they didn't love you for more of you, and it was more of what you could do and offer. Let's get a moon card real quick here, please, for Cancer. Thunder moon. 7. 7's a very spiritual, it's being connected to the divine. So don't forget that either. Awakening, transformation. The thunder moon awakens intense energy within, calling forth powerful forces that drive transformation and bold change. Like you're coming in like a thunderbolt with that 7. And the Akashic and the knowledge and Akashic records, you're gonna feel relief because you're like, man, I am wide open to all the BS. People trying to fool me, trying to make me think they're actually genuinely there for me, but no, it's over. It's over. Here comes the relief. But I will say, I think some of you actually need to do a spiritual cleansing. Okay, so you'll have to, some of you, it'll be different ways on how you can do that. I mean, I do mine. I soak in Epsom salt, right? Light, white candle. You got to do your sage. some of you may need to wear certain protection, you know, crystals and bracelet, whatever that is, you'll have to look into that and make sure you're protected while you are waking up to this journey. Because what happens is your light shines, people are attracted to that. Broken birds, narcissistic people, with tendencies. I'm not saying they're actually narcs, right? But they come across as that energy. But just broken people who want to attach onto you. And it's okay to be there and kind of help guide people, but you can't let them latch onto you. That you are a special breed, right? You have to save your energy for yourself. It's okay to help people, but you're gonna have to tell these people, back off, right? Your energy is there for you and only you, unless you are dealing with people. And as you get on the spiritual path, you'll start connecting to other spiritual people who will not bring you down. They're there to lift you up and add to your energy, not take away from it. You're dealing with people who are taking away from it, and that's what you're waking up to. So Cancer, I hope this was helpful. This is amazing. I love it. I'm glad. I was tired yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I was up at 3:30 a.m. My dog was exhausted. I ended up going to bed early last night, but refreshed. Here I am doing the reading, getting this out. It was worth it because we've got a new person who's waking up to their spiritual path and tapping into the Akashic records, getting relief, and getting lucky. All right, Cancer, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment, share, subscribe, helps grow the channel, and I will talk to you soon.